Well, welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining today from the City Administrator's office. It is the City Administrator, Chad Brecklin. Chad, welcome back to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Jeremy. How are you doing today?
Wonderful. We're going to jump right into it because we got a lot to get covered here. I wanted to start just with a follow up on Election Day. It was a very busy election this year. Our poll workers, our poll inspectors, our clerk's department, and everybody who helps out with this to make it as smooth as possible all came together and worked out very well. But any follow up from you and comments on this past election?
Yeah, before I get to those, I do want to just echo your initial statements there, Jeremy, that from our city clerk, Tracy Oldenburg, and her staff with Jamie and Ruth and Carla and many others throughout City Hall, when you're talking about our highway maintenance crews and our building maintenance crews and our IT staff, our election chiefs and our poll workers, there is a whole host of things that go on behind the scenes here that make these elections happen as smoothly as they happen. And without the attention to detail, the dedication and the commitment and teamwork of all of these folks, we just wouldn't have the safe, secure, and efficient elections that we do here in the city of Fitchburg. So I definitely want to give those folks a shout out here for all the work that they do and let them know how much we appreciate their efforts. As it relates to the elections specifically, yeah, we had obviously statewide Supreme Court race. We had a local mayoral's election here in Fitchburg as well. I was just chatting with the city clerk yesterday, and we had about a 60% turnout or so in the city of Fitchburg from our registered voters. So definitely a pretty strong turnout for the election. And as everyone likely knows by now, Alder Julia Arata was elected the next mayor of Fitchburg. So we congratulate her and also thank Alder Udell, Randy Udell, for also entering the election and as a mayoral candidate as well. We'll have an organizational meeting coming up here next week on the 18th, where Mayor Arata or Mayor-elect Arata will be sworn in, as well as the existing council members and our new council member, Bill Jetzer. So lots happening here in city government with things that happen, generally speaking, every year or so. And when you're talking mayoral elections, every 3 years. So some changes afoot, and we look forward to working with Mayor-elect Arata and going from there.
Yeah, we as city staff we're here to work for whoever is elected into office. So we'll welcome her in, and she's been on council, so definitely familiar with staff, and looking forward to getting started working with her as the mayor. And congratulations to everybody in the elected here moving forward. And speaking of getting into maybe the politics side or helping organize and be a part of local government, there are a lot of openings too now to get into different commissions, committees, and people should know how to do that because it's a great way to get involved in your community.
Yeah, I think we have around 26-ish or so various committees, commissions. You and your team are probably very well versed on how many of those there are based upon your extensive coverage calendar for every single one of those committee and commission meetings. But we do have typically a number of openings at any given time on a variety of different committees and commissions. Obviously, with our organizational meeting coming up next week, the mayor-elect and council president will be filling as many of those appointments as they're able to do so. And we always encourage folks to take a look at our social media accounts, our website. There's always indications as to what sorts of committees and commissions we're looking for, and you can submit your interest via our website. There's a way for you to just submit your information and what your qualifications and desire to serve include. and what committees or commissions you might have the most interest in. And then that is shared with our elected officials so that they are aware of folks who have expressed an interest in participating in committees or commissions. And as you've mentioned, Jeremy, that is a great way for folks to get involved in their local government, see how things work, and offer their time and talents.
Yeah, it really is. If you want to know, get a good understanding, and there's a variety of different commissions that you can apply for, be a part. But we see a lot of people start in kind of the committee area, and so to speak, work their way up maybe to a representative, alder, or mayor, or beyond. So you never know, but. Yeah, great way to help out the community and see what's happening maybe behind the scenes. Pull the curtain back. Not really, though, because we do everything very open here in Fitchburg. So it's great to be a part of. Turning our attention to BCycle, there's been a lot of excited. I know I'm excited. I'm just waiting to get out and check these bikes out. But BCycle is here in town now, and we're so excited to have them. And we will have a ribbon cutting coming up. Not easy to say there, Chad.
Tongue twister to a certain extent. Yeah, we are excited about BCycle rolling out. Many folks may be familiar with BCycle from seeing it in the city of Madison, with a significant presence in the downtown and campus area in particular. And our BCycle infrastructure is actually an extension of the Madison BCycle infrastructure. So anybody using the BCycle infrastructure in Madison can bike out to Fitchburg and put a bike in a dock out here and grab a new one if they're so inclined, and ride that one around and dock it back in Madison. And, behind the scenes, they all get shuffled back around and redistributed so that there's bikes available at each and every one of the available dock station locations. And we're rolling that out. A number of stations have gone in already. I know there's been a few go in over on our east side of town, Terravessa neighborhood, Uptown neighborhood. McKee Farms Park, I think, has already gotten its docks. Working on Hatchery Hill right now, I'm aware of. And then also, I think City Hall Library is slated to get some docks. And I think over near the McKee retail area at McKee and Seminole, there's also some docks that are going in the very short term there. Those are all phase 1 docks. And believe it or not, phase 2 is already chomping at the heels of phase 1. And we've got a number of additional locations where phase 2 will be rolling out here. I think yet perhaps as early as this year, but definitely next year, the phase 2 locations should be rolling out, is my understanding. So looking forward to it. I know there's some excitement in the community for BCycle, and I think it's going to be great to have as an option available.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where people are, how they're using them, and we look forward to hearing some feedback from everyone as well on the usage of them, and we'll see where it takes us. No pun intended, because it is going to be a lot of fun. I mean, and the good news is for guys like me, these big guys over here, they are electrical too. So when you get a little bit tired going up Fish Hatchery Hill, you can just zip right up that hill. Just saying. So, but very excited to have it. Fitchburg's a great biking community, a lot to take advantage of here. And the whole month of April, download the app. You can ride for free. But I suggest going to the Chamber's website for that information so you can get around easy. And because of this next topic, as we wrap up here, is road construction. So maybe the BCycle is the best alternative as we have our projects going on here, 2 major ones on 2 sides of Lacey Road. We'll quickly go, we've talked about the last time. I know it might be a broken record for some, but real quick here, Chad, as far as Lacey Road and Sain is concerned, how are things going on that? We saw early closure. We saw some rain, unfortunately, to start that project, but warm weather should help us get this going.
Yeah, the Sain Road project is continuing its work this year, largely between Sherrill Parkway and Lacey Road. There is a closure there, as you've mentioned already. I think that's scheduled to go into mid-June or so for the latest round of work on that particular project. And then, of course, as we've been talking about, Next year, we'll look to try to wrap up that project by going north from East Sherrill Parkway all the way to McCoy Road to improve Scion Road. And that's transitioning from a rural roadway into a more urban roadway as the city has grown. Some of our township roads are certainly needing upgrade to more urban standards, so to speak, as development has occurred around those roads. And Scion Road is definitely an example of a road in need of urban reconfiguration and reconstruction.
Yeah, and do note there's detours up there. And Chad, coming from your police background, detours are great and are important, but take them safe too, because they are going through different neighborhoods and in areas that still have that maybe not be used to that traffic in some respects.
Yeah, the detours are important for a couple of reasons. One is to ensure the safety of the motoring public and our road construction crews that are working within those sites. There's a reason motorists shouldn't be in there. It's not safe for their cars or themselves, and it's certainly not safe for road crews in certain situations to have vehicle traffic in a construction site. And then we do ask folks that we recognize a detour is and or can be a potential inconvenience to your daily travels. But as those detours happen, please be cognizant that you're driving in most cases in a residential neighborhood. And, we ask that you slow down and obey the speed limit. And also, just be cognizant that those areas aren't necessarily accustomed to the amount of traffic that they might be getting on a detour, and that, slow down, be safe, keep your phones down, fasten your seatbelts.
It's coming right from the city administrator. Can't tell there's any PD background whatsoever there. I love it, Chad. Real quick, too, we do have Lacey and Seminole. That project will get coming up here real soon. Just a reminder on that closure for at least the roundabout work coming up.
Yeah, I think the bid on that's scheduled to be awarded here by council either tonight or in 2 weeks. I don't remember the exact timing on that. And we anticipate some initial utility grubbing, clearing work going on as early as the next week or two. Largest closure is slated obviously for the roundabout at Lacey and Seminole. That's planned for mid-June through late August to try to avoid as much as possible of both of the elementary and middle school being in session while that intersection is closed. And then also back to the west from Seminole Highway, Lacey Road will be under reconstruction. Intersection will be going in with Commerce Park Drive to the north, and then obviously shaving down the hill and reconstructing that from a rural road to an urban road, so that you also see that closed with the total time of a project wrapping up ideally by November.
All right, Chad, always appreciate your time, sir. We'll check back in with you the next month, and please bring that warm with you to that warmth when you come back, okay?
Sounds good. Thanks, Jeremy.